Welcome back. We are here right now for another video on the labor relation. In this video, let me share the screen. I'll just show some points which is very important on the agreements, on the labor agreements, like what we'll see here right now. So here you can see that right to work clause, these are labor relations key terms. Right to work laws, state laws that prohibit contracts requiring employees to join union as a condition of obtaining or continuing employment. So some companies will say, no, if you want to work for me first, you have to join a union. And that is against the law. This is against the law. So here it prohibits the contracts, the right to work laws prohibit the contracts which a company enforce people that they must join a union before they are hired. Closed shop, a firm that requires individuals to join a union, like what you see here, before they can be hired. This is the same thing. So here also closed shop, stream closed shop, which say that you have to hire to be to join any union before you're hired by this company. Union shop, a clause in a collective bargaining agreement that requires new employees to join the union, usually 30 to 60 days after being hired or being fired. The agency shop, the number 4, requires employees who do not join the union to pay fees for the union's representation services. So if you didn't join the union, you have to pay fees in that case. Maintenance or membership require workers to remain members of the union for the period of the labor contract. So as long as you are in the labor, as long as you are working, you have to be joining the unions. So this we call it maintenance of membership. Membership, you are joining the unions. Maintenance, keep on joining the union. Okay. We have also the steps to join the unionization or organizing campaign, like you see here, authorization cards, representation election, certification, contract negotiations. Those are the main terms. Unionization, the key main terms. Also, we need to know here what are the main terms on unionization. What are the main terms? The first term in unionization is salting, means the practice in which unions hire and pay people to apply for jobs at certain companies. The practice in which unions hire and pay people to apply for jobs at certain companies. That's called salting. Union authorization card, a card signed by an employee to designate a union as his or her collective bargaining agent. So I would say that I am working here and I assign this union in case of bargaining, in case of collective agreements or collective bargainings. This is my union. Bargaining unit, employees eligible to select a single union to represent and bargain collectively for them. Bargaining unit, certification. This is the grant of the union, the grants of the union legal status as the employees' representatives. And the certification. So this is the certification, this is the opposite. The process whereby a union is removed as the representative of a group of employees. So here the union is removed, is not representing this group of people or these employees anymore. Okay. So what about the bargaining units in the unions? It's about the wages, hours, and working conditions, traditional industry grouping for bargaining purposes, physical locations and the amount of interaction and working relationships among employees groups between the workers, supervision by similar level of management. Supervisors and bargaining units, they are the supervisors and bargaining units are excluded from bargaining units. They are excluded. Any individual with authority, that authority to hire, transfer, discharge, discipline, and who used independent judgment with employees is a supervisor who can hire the people and who can dismiss them. We call them supervisors. So legal do's and don't manage during the unionization process. What to do and what not to do while you are in the unionization process. So I will just enlarge it here just a little bit so that it will be a little bit larger so that we can see it. And also I will just move it ahead away so that it can be enough for the students to see and to read enough. So here, tell employees about current wages and benefits of how they compare with those in other firms. So you can do this. Tell employees, yeah, this is the legal things. Tell employees that the employer opposes unionization. He doesn't like to be unionized. Tell employees the disadvantages of having a union. Like as example, especially cost of dues, assessments, and requirements of membership. These are things considered disadvantages for joining the unionship. Show employees articles about the union. So I will talk about the union, I talk articles about the unions, and relate negative experiences elsewhere. Explain the unionization's process to employees accurately. So I will tell them in accurately the process of becoming unionized, how to join the union. Unionized means joining the union. Forbid the distribution of union literature during work hours in work areas. Enforce disciplinary policies and rules consistency and appropriate. These are the things to do. To do when? That's what we're saying. Legal do's and don'ts of managers during the unionization process. So the managers should do this point and don't do this point. Managers will tell the employees about the current wages and benefits they will get from the union. They will tell the employees that the employer opposes unionization. They will tell employees the disadvantage of the unionization, especially the requests, the request documents, and so on. Show employees articles about union. Tell them about the union. What is the articles about the union? Explain how the unionization process will move forward. Forbid distribution of union literature during work hours, and enforce disciplinary policy and rules consistency and appropriate. But the managers will not do the following. Cannot do this because this is illegal. Promise employees pay increases or promotions if they vote against the union. So guys, like I tell them, okay guys, if you say no for the union, I will give you $2 more per hour. This is no. Treating employees with terminations or discrimination when decision planning or disciplining employees. So to treat the employees means to tell them, hey, I will fire you, I will put you under fire, or I will you are dismissed if you do blah 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 blah. This the managers will never do. Threaten to close down or move the company if a union is voted in. So don't tell them if there is a union here, this company will be closed. As a manager, you have not to say like this. Make a speech to employees or group at work within 24 hours of the elections. Before that, it is allowed. So if you want to make any speech to the workers or the employees, make it in more than 24 hours before. But don't do it within a 24 hours from the election in the unions. Ask employees how they plan to vote or if they have signed authorization cards. Don't ask the employees. Don't tell them. Encourage employees to persuade others to vote against the union. Here I will tell the employees, hey guys, go and encourage against the union. We don't need unions here. Simply because the manager know very well that the unions will help to pay higher for the workers. So it's not accepted by the management for that reason, or is not desirable by the management. For that reason, they don't encourage the unions. So don't tell the employees, guys, go and persuade the others not to give vote to the union. Okay? Such as vote must be initiated solely by the employee. That is the amount of what to do and what not to do in the as a manager towards the union and the employees who are working in the union. Collective bargaining relationship continue. The management distance between parties during negotiations. This is the distance. And this is a conflict, armed truce, power bargaining, accommodation, and cooperation, and collision. We will talk about each one of them in details in the next lecture. Shall see you. Thank you.